I am the greatest practitioner of psychokinesis in the world. Watch as I read your mind. You want to see Tolstoy? Talk about backpacks and go hiking.
I know I showed off most of this in my Pilot Mountain review, but I mean, it's just the most beautiful thing. Even more beautiful than a watermelon. Look at all that. And there's just people everywhere. So, just kind of chilling out on the bouldering wall, I don't know, of Pilot Mountain, IRL. And so, this climb actually still makes me a little nervous. This thing is proving to be super maneuverable. It's been on my back, and its low profile has helped me scrape past some of these rocks and maneuver pretty well, even while I'm a little bit under pressure. And speaking of which, I can't find him no more, but there was a big wolf spider that was just, you know, going along the side of the rocks as I was holding on for dear life. Actually, that's a jumping spider right there. For some reason, all of my luck points were put into dodging venomous stuff. Knock on wood. You're sitting on a tree. Oh good, this trail just terminates. Alright. This was the place that I hid before. Looks a little bit different now that it's not winter. To get up in there. Oh good, it's wet. Neato. Whoa. Bugs. Fuck yeah, dude. Look at that goddamn magnificent beauty. There's a psychopath. I don't know, I don't want to mess around up there because they all terminate. foolish tree. Falling in things. Damn it, tree. You're actually very beautiful. I'm very sorry you died. But really, this is quite a social faux pas. Oh, hell yeah. Oh me, oh my, oh. Look at that. Okay. There's no problem. Don't look down. Oh god, I have to look down. No. Do I want to go to that ledge? Fuck, I really don't know. Well, one of the lessons that I hold very deeply in my heart, ironically, comes from the Viet Cong, which is sometimes it's okay to fall back and live to fight another day. To force your enemy to fight on your terms. Fall from all goddamn distance. Keep being. Okay, started down that trail. This was the one little peak, a little bouldering area I wasn't really able to climb before. Didn't have the guts. We're going farther up. We fucking go. Alright, trying to figure out how I'm doing it. This is some fucking Far Cry, or Last of Us shit right here. A little bit. Alright. We got some natural stone steps I'm gonna fucking use. This tree is plenty secure, thank God. And so is this one. But the backpack don't want to come through.
Papi! Papi, mira! What is that? What is
Holy crap. It goes even farther up. If you're fucking crazy enough. Oh, climb it, the girl said. It'll be totally easy, the girl said. It'll be some psycho shit. Whew. Do not misplace the feet. Okay, literally going to have a seat for this one. Okay, well, finished up with the loop that goes around the pinnacle. Then I thought I would just do the 2.2 miles around the other small summit. A natural disaster had swept through, and the trail I must have taken was wrong, or I started bushwhacking, and all these trees were down, and I literally just ended up just kind of coming up the side through every pricker bush and pine tree in existence. It's good. Underside of this rock. Fuck. Look at my own camera. Alright. Looks like we got some nasty weather brewing. Not sure how I feel about that. Yes, holy shit. I think I actually did just find the shortcut. That's a fence. Which means this is the way to the damn parking lot. This is perfect. We take the stone steps, precious. I don't even give a fuck who's watching at this point. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm almost done. How's that? Oh. Is it a... It's a flip-flop. Found a flip-flop. The flip-flop of destiny. I'm sure this is like super prohibited. Oh, is that thunder out here? Oh boy. Fuck you. Alright, so a while ago, a lot of you will probably remember, like all 500 of you who actually watched the video, that I was looking for a backpack that would suit the needs of the worry world weary traveler that I am. Always doing Nathan Drake-like things. Clearly. Just, you know, generally traveling a little bit around the eastern coast and hiking a lot. Doing some kayaking. Doing some rock climbing. Yeah. So, I was looking for a backpack that would kind of consummate all of these things, that would really do well with all these things, and I finally discovered and really started enjoying the brand Mystery Ranch. And I reviewed the Mystery Ranch Coolie, which is still a very decent backpack, but unfortunately, Google, with all of its sound-sniffing technology that these burdens on our existence have in them, started picking up on the fact that I was saying that enough times, Mystery Ranch, and it was like, hey, there are these other designs made by said company that you probably want to see. I unfortunately did, in fact, want to see them. And as a result, I started looking. I saw models that I didn't actually see before on their website, but now I've seen them, and unfortunately I have to admit, I spent more money on another one. But, this is definitely going to be probably the last one that I ever buy, because it is just so damn good. So I just wanted to get right into it. This is my review of the Mystery Ranch Street Fighter. I didn't name it, and several times a buddy of mine, before I bought this, was asking about what would be a good pack for him, and I immediately recommended Mystery Ranch because now I'm kind of a fanboy of theirs. And what did I say? I called it the Street Survivor. Yeah, like that last album by Leonard Skinner after the plane fell, or before the plane fell. And he was like, I can't find anything by that name. I can find Street Fighter, which... What? What a weird name. Your main clientele are like extreme backpackers and military personnel. Do those guys play Street Fighter? I don't know. I'm actually asking. I really don't know. Comment down below, ring the bell, click subscribe, and throw me a biscuit. Fucking shill bullshit. Anyway. So. This is the pack. Of course, it's got the standard M1A1 Pokeball on it. Before we get too much farther, I actually need something from this. I'm not gonna do the usual thing that I do where I show you what's on the... Well, I guess I do have to show you what's on the inside of it, huh? Alright. I don't know why I started this off in third person. I really should have gone Ashen style for this. Let me get some Hydrate or Dihydrate, and we'll go over what the bag looks like. Alright, this might be a slightly better angle. And now you're in the closet with Tolstoy. Don't look into that. Ah, damn, I don't have my little, just realized I don't have the, my Nalgene to show off, but, so, basically it almost has the exact same design as the other one, it's just the pouch that is different. I think the first thing that you generally notice is that this is just a cleaner looking design. The other one with the zipper going straight up the center and the other zippers coming down, although it is easier to load, it is slightly less conspicuous. I don't know why I think that, but I think that. I think this is just a generally better looking bag. They are both good looking. I think this is better. However, I actually also think, although I don't know, this does not have any way of, I'm sure they probably said it on the website, I didn't pay attention. I'm not sure how many liters fits into this, but I am fairly certain it has slightly less carrying capacity than the Cooley 25, which I'm pretty sure is a 25-liter pack. I would probably guess this to be around 17, maybe more. No, probably more than that. It's more than 17 liters. It's probably like 20. Very, very similar, neck and neck. But pretty sure this has less. So, like most mystery ranches, this has the padding and the plastic harness that's attached to the straps that is adjustable via these, and I have fully fitted this to me. And this is genius and necessary and part of why these things are expensive and part of why these things are amazing. I got this on sale. It was about $90. That is still a shit ton of money. It is almost half the price of the other one, and I think I like this one better. And it sucks that I found this afterwards, and it even sucks even more that they're now showing me other designs that I think were even slightly, maybe cooler looking, but I don't need them. I really don't. I feel bad, because at the same time that I'm trying to, like, rid myself of worldly possessions, I also buy top quality gear. But in my defense, this helps me get out into the forest, and the forest gives me all that tranquility and shit, son. One of the other things that I actually really liked about this is, though, like the other one, this is something you can outfill the bladder. I haven't, but it has the straps to hold the little bladder hose, and I, of course, use this for my source of light, my little shoulder-mounted flashlight, and guess what? It actually hovers it over my shoulder, unlike the other one. The other one, it's slightly aimed upwards to the back of my head. Not as good. The harness fits pretty much about the exact same way as the other one, so the fit is still perfect. It's super adjustable. I realized how important these little flexible plastic frames were when I went grocery shopping. I go grocery shopping, my grocery store that's closest to me is maybe about a mile or so away, 1.5 miles away. Not a big deal. I am not a typical American. I don't feel like booting up my car every single time I want to go somewhere. A lot of times, I just want to use these. I want to use my foot power, because that's just the way that I am. People kind of laugh when, you know, they see me wearing a hat outside and it's pouring fucking rain, or I'm wearing, like, you know, my new waterproof gear, which I'm going to have to model, eventually do a review of that. But I don't feel like getting in a car and driving a mile that I could just as easily walk. I like that strenuous life. That's what I'm about. Anyway, I loaded up on about maybe 60 pounds of groceries, which is very difficult to do because I had only 25 liters of space. The answer to your question is cans. Canned goods. BPA-free canned goods. Don't you judge me. I don't need none of that there soilant going up inside me. This strap is kind of odd, I just realized. It's supposed to be sitting out over top the... Yeah, it is. I think I've pushed it to the side because of the flashlight. I don't know that that's good for the bag. There we go. Can I fix? I can fix. Maybe. A little bit. It'll probably just come loose again. Maybe if I push the flashlight to the side like that, give it more space. I'm not sure if that's okay or not. There's this. The other thing that I really liked about this design, a little more conspicuous, just a little bit more. Those big side wings are gone, and it just comes down to this little, you know, tummy strap. No big side wings. That is fantastic. And actually, I don't even miss them. This has perfect comfort. It perfectly fits to my sweet tone hips. So, yeah, this is more conspicuous. I actually have taken this on a trip up north when I went to the Celtic Festival in Maryland, and I mean, it's not like I was walking through, like, you know, Boston South Station with it. I wasn't trying to go through an airport terminal, but I think it was conspicuous. I feel like this is the appropriate amount of both action-packed and conspicuous. I could literally get this through an airport. I think with with few government intrusions. It's, I mean, nobody gets away from the TSA completely, unscathed. But I think this would look a little bit better than bringing like the full fucking Molly-equipped bag with the trench coat and the gas mask and all that good stuff. Speaking of Molly, it is a very, it has one little thin strip of Molly right down here, which this is super chic. I don't know about any of y'all who've been playing The Division, but I feel like this bag, with specifically that feature, fits into The Division. I told my buddy that. I was like, well, it has like one little thin strip of Molly on the bottom, and he's like, what? Why would you only want one? That completely makes it useless. And I'm like, because it's so chic right now. It's so chic in the backpacking world. I don't know. I don't care. Long story short, what am I ever going to use that for? I actually think that one would actually help me attach a bedroll to the bottom. So, that one problem that I had with the other one, the other Mystery Ranch, now solved by the Street Fighter. I, of course, have equipped it with the M1A1 Pokeball that I'm keeping my Venusaur in. I need that for defense from Team Rocket Goons, who may or may not be out in the woods of North Carolina. Shut the fuck up. Pokemon is topical. Well, not anymore. Not since they ruined it. I mean, I figured I'd give them the benefit of the doubt after that weird stuff in Alola, and then they're just like, Pokemon Switch! And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm done being a fan of the new games. Guess we had a good run. I liked Pokemon X and Y. Alright. Yep, you have your two standard pockets that are usually on the sides of pretty much all of these. These things, they're pretty much fit to hold a standard Nalgene bottle. However, I do keep a Nalgene in one of them, and the cool thing is I can actually reach back with my back, and grab it and pull it out. I can reach back without having to take the backpack off of that. But at the same time, I don't know how durable these are. These bags have a 4-life guarantee that as long as you don't mess with them or alter the bag, which I don't know if that means putting patches on, because I definitely want to customize this and put some sick house patches on. But I don't know if that would void its warranty. They technically tell you that they will fix any default in the labor for free. They'll send it back fully fixed. Something that LL Bean no longer offers. They rescinded that offer on all of their gear that they've offered, even before, when they didn't grandfather anything in. They literally just said, we're going to drop that feature, which, okay, well, that's a great way to lose money. Good on you, LL Bean, for, crapping on the outdoorsman. Good on you. There's nothing that would make me feel like these aren't capable or durable, but they do stretch quite far when you put the standard Nalgene in there, and, I don't know, I feel like if anything was to break on that, that would be the first thing to break. But again, these are known for being super tough, and I do need these things to be super tough. And you can ask, well, what are you doing that you need to be so super tough with this? You do not need a $100 bag to go hiking. Yeah, you're right, but it depends on how often you go hiking. And bro, I go hiking a lot, and I also do like minor bouldering and stuff like that, and I end up sometimes going down on my butt like a crab, and I really don't care who judges me. And you know what I do? A lot of the times, as I'm going, underneath trees, it gets scraped. And as I'm going down the mountain, trying not to slip and slide on eroding rocks and stuff like that, it'll get scraped on the bottom. Part of the reason why I want to add a bedroll, because I feel like it will give it a little bit of comfort. It will cushion the bottom of the bag. Not that I feel the need to baby it, but, maybe I want to baby it a little. So, they have these little tabs. Oh, not to mention, the zips on these, they're the same kind of waterproof weld or water-resistant weld the other one has, but these don't have the same problem that other one has. I think the other one that I got has some kind of problem zipping up the middle one. It's not that big a deal, but it fails about 25% of the time, maybe 30%. This never fails. Always quick to open. Wah! Got my med stuff right here. Not going to go through that, because that's just med stuff. Main pocket, there is only one of them. You open it up, and I guess I would have to clear out my stuff. Pistachios for salt, because I forgot to do that last time, and that was a huge problem. I'll have to review this soon. I actually got out of the park yesterday just as it was starting to thunder. We were going through El Nino, or El Nina, whichever one is the piece of crap that makes it rain all the time, and I got fed up with getting rained out of hiking. Well, that's not going to happen to me anymore, because I finally went out and got not a water-resistant, but a waterproof. I was looking at ones by North Face. I found this one for $30, $40 cheaper. It is very light mesh. I've already tested it out. It does amazing. It is waterproof and by Columbia. So, and it's easy to coil up and drop in the bag. I'll have to test that out for you one day, someday soon. I have a whole bunch of gear I gotta test out. Speaking of which, speaking of gear, fuck it, I'll show this off. It's kind of attached to a bag at the moment via Molly, but I do have an RTAC 2 machete. I could probably go out in my parents' land and take this and do some wood processing with it and show you. But I mean, honestly, how many reviews of these things have you seen? You've seen a million of them. They are amazing. Nobody doubts the glory of the RTAC machete. So, I'm not sure if it's really necessary that I do it, but if it was really desired for my fans. I literally don't even care about making these videos. I know that they won't get views. I know that almost no one cares about outdoorsy stuff, and they only liked me when I played the video games and when I was cringy, but whatever. I have a few people left who I have a few people left who still really like me, so, you know, I was gonna do this stuff anyway. I figured I'd give them a heads up, show them what I'm into. Got my life straw. If you've ever run out of water before, it is terrifying. Got my little M1A1 butt shield when I want to go down on the ground. Take it down to the ground, some isopropyl alcohol. Use it for a whole bunch of stuff. Just in case I get trapped out there, one of those army space blankets. Some TP for my bunghole. Yep, that's what it's for. And one of those Larry's cookies. I think this one's all crunched up. Don't care. Still nutritionally valid. So, I've gotten everything out, and maybe you can see inside the hole. There's a hole. There's a hole at the bottom of the bag. Well, I hope not. Interesting. I didn't notice this before. It's like a little strap. Okay. So, basically they've subdivided the bag. They have got the main compartment, and then they have this compartment, which I'm assuming this thing is for holding of a bladder. The bladder that I put in there is a platy bladder. So I just kind of stick that in there, but it's okay. But when you already have this thing loaded up fully, it oftentimes overshadows that little separation of nylon, or that little shield, that little curtain, and it doesn't feel exactly like sitting in there snug. So there's also a miniature secondary pocket that is on that little, this little extra bag in here, and I feel like that's a target that's super easy to miss, and it might not really be necessary. It doesn't detract from the bag, but I don't see why they added it in there, honestly. I guess for bladder compatibility, but the secondary pocket wasn't super necessary. Anything that can be fit in that pocket can just as easily... It doesn't make it easier to access in the moment. They might as well have just have... Oh, and I didn't notice this, actually. Huh. There's a secondary little inner compartment here. Is this different than the med kit? Holy crap, it is. Holy. And it's just like the stupidest little tiny pocket that has no function. There's nothing small enough except for, like, you know, some non-DDT insect repellent that'll never actually come in handy because it doesn't work. Or, a mock cold steel OSI that won't fit in there. Yep. I mean, you know, you could put like a multi-tool in there maybe. But, you know, my deal is anything, because I'm just using this as a med kit, but anything that was small enough to fit in there can just as easily fit in the pockets. Pockets that I have in my pants. Yep. So, finishing thoughts on this bag. This was what I was wanting before, when I first started looking into this brand. This was exactly what I wanted. There's another one that looks a little bit more rough and tough and has more of a military look, which is something I'm trying to avoid, but it doesn't look terribly Mall Ninja, and it's called the Rip Ruck, and it almost looks better. But actually, no, I think this is the best design I've ever dealt with. This is my favorite backpack of all time. I cannot recommend this enough. After giving this some pretty rough field tests and getting my mark of honor right here, the dirt, all over the Endura, yeah, and just the sweat drenching the back of the straps, I can definitely say that this is one of the best backpack, best anything that I've ever carried into the bush. I really enjoy this. All of their products are amazing. Give their website a look up, and yeah, have fun out there. Well, it's going to be interesting. Just got to Pilot Mountain to film a review, get some shots, some testing. of the Mystery Ranch. What the hell was the name of this model? Street Survivor? No, God, that's what I always call it. No, that's what I Now I'm just dripping sweat right into my eyes while I'm trying to climb on rocks because I didn't bring my bandana, and I definitely don't have any infinite ammo now. Fuck it, YOLO, take two. Good, thorns everywhere. My favorite. I just drank like a liter in about 20 seconds. It felt good. It felt real good. I see a bunch of signs that say no fucking parking, like no space at the inn. Found a little parking space to squeeze this Chevy that my dad lent me. Took my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. This fucking big-ass pickup truck. On the one end, I'm kind of pinned, and on the other end, I'm really pinned because this little piece of shit Honda fucking parked right on the goddamn line. If he scrapes up the fucking truck, I'm gonna find where you live. I'm gonna turn your life to shit. It's a fucking Stargate up in here. I have no idea why they built this or why we gotta go Stargate. Good, broken glass, just everywhere.
I am the greatest practitioner of psychokinesis in the world. Woof. Oh shit, I think that... I think the filter's going bad. There's kind of a vibrating in the mask when I breathe in. That's not good. That means this thing won't do its deal. Is it just because it's not secured? Like, well, what are we doing? Fucking tight. Weird.
Some people would say that was a thing about Miyamoto. Fuck. Are you for fucking real with that shit? Anyway, so a little while ago. Okay, what's falling now? What are we doing? What is it? Is it the fucking pot? Oh god, more goddamn broken glass. My sweet, small, manly hips. I don't know. Shut up. Just shut up. Anyway.
You don't?
Well, fuck you. Because that's what we're gonna do.